You just got to match their intensity. You know, they're a young team, they're up and coming team. You know, they got a lot of good players. You just got to match their intensity. You know, they played hard in all their games, including the preseason. You know, they're hungry. They want to win. So, you know, it's early in the season, but we got to have that fight, that energy to come out and establish what we're trying to do. We're still trying to put some things together, figure out some things, and you know, it's another opportunity for us to go out there and get better. You know, no matter who the opponent is.
You guys feel as the starting group a little less pressure because the backups are so proficient?
No, you know, we can't get comfortable or feel, you know, since we have a good second unit and they mesh well, they play well together, they have great chemistry, and they play with a lot of energy. You know, it doesn't allow us to be content. You know, we got to come out there and set the pace for the whole game. You know, the starting unit is supposed to go out there and set the pace for the second unit so they can come in and do their thing. We can't take any possessions or time off just because it's the start of the game. We got to go in there and establish what we're trying to do for the full 48 minutes.
What do you do with a guy like Ben Simmons? Who guards him, and how do you do it?
It's everybody. You know, it's not one particular player. It's going with the game plan and how we're going to guard him, how we're going to make things difficult for him. You know, he's a very versatile, skilled guy, bringing the ball up the court, finding his teammates, being able to score. We're going to post. So it's all five guys, you know. Sticking to the foundation of our defense and trying to lock in and play together and slow him down and everybody else.
With a guy like Redick who's going through a forest of screens and has such a quick release, what kind of challenge does that present for you chasing him around?
Staying attached, you know. I mean, he's a pro's pro, he's an expert, you know, he's an elite shooter, especially on the move. So it's about staying attached, not giving him any room, you know. He doesn't need that much space, doesn't need that much time. You know, very quick release, you know, he's mastered shooting the ball off screens. And it's just about staying attached, being physical with him, bumping him off his rides on pin downs, making it hard for him to be able just to catch and turn and shoot.
When a guy like Embiid sits out a game like this, is that a little bit of a letdown for you guys because you don't get that challenge of facing a guy like that?
No. I mean, you know, he's going through what he needs to go through. I think he has restrictions on back-to-backs. You know, it doesn't change what we're going to do. You know, they still have great guys there that can beat us. You know, it doesn't matter who's suiting up. You know, it's the NBA. You know, you can lose at any given moment, any given game. Doesn't matter, you know, who sits out. Stars can sit out. Their key guys can sit out, but they still got guys who can go out there and play. So we got to go out there and play. Doesn't matter who's suiting up.
Norm, not to look past this one, but do you put importance, especially on this one, to get it and to get the win before going out on a long trip and 6 straight on the road, etc.?
Yeah, you know, it's a big start for the season. I mean, it's our second game. You know, we're trying to get as many wins as possible, especially at home. You know, we can't make it easy for anybody to come in here and beat us on our home floor. You know, we got to take pride in that and defending and protecting our home floor. So, you know, I'm not looking forward to the road trips. You know, they're in my mind, but you know, it's one game at a time. You can't get too anxious on looking at who we got after this team. You know, it's about taking the challenge right now and playing that team and then moving on to the next one. You know, we have time in between to study and prepare for the next opponent after that, but it's one game at a time mentality.
You were just talking about the defense with Simmons and with Redick. So much talk about the offense and changing things this year and the new look. Has the defense changed much, or the philosophy of the style?
I think we've had a lot of great foundational defense since I've been here. You know, we stayed with what we've learned my rookie year. You know, even though Andy, that first defensive coach, I think he laid the foundation of how we're going to play defense. But we've definitely got new guys, and we have a lot of versatility in guys guarding many positions, so it allows us to do a couple different things on the defensive end. But our basics and our foundation of defense hasn't changed. Our principles have stayed the same.